I remember about 15 years ago when my grandmother passed away. She'd been like a third parent to me, and it was a really difficult period in my life. Have you ever been in that sort of period in your life where you feel overwhelmed, you don't know what to do, you don't know where you're going to find help? In Zarephath, there was a widow. She had no husband, but she had a son she was trying to figure out how to care for. And we read that she only had a handful of grain, she only had a small jar of oil, and she went out to collect some twigs so that she could make a fire and provide the last meal that she thought she and her son were going to eat before they died. And in the midst of this, God called Elijah to Zarephath. God called Elijah, and he told Elijah that someone would care for him. Out of all the people in the city, God chose this widow to care for Elijah. Not a woman with a great deal of wealth, but a woman with almost nothing. And what we read is miraculously, this one meal that this woman had left provided for her and her son and Elijah for many days, the Bible tells us. And this is what God does with you and me. God calls us not to give out of our abundance, but God calls us to give oftentimes where we're poor, where we're weak, where we don't have much strength. And God transforms the meager offerings that we have into an abundance that can not only provide for others, but bring meaning and life and joy to us.